in the southern wasteland at this moment. Ziruoyan stood on the city wall, gazing into the distance with her eyes fixed. Behind her, Zhong Yangming reported that the people in the northern region were the last batch. Ziruoyan nodded gently, then looked at the figures appearing in the sky. Luo Fengai arrived beside Ziruoyan and whispered, "The seal is about to mature. These people no longer need to hide." Ziruoyan extended her hand, staring at the maturing seal, but her thoughts were all on Xiao Tian. It had been a month since she last saw Xiao Tian. Just then, a female royal guard by Luo Fengai's side pointed to the distance with surprise and said, "The Emperor of Dongyan." Seeing a middle-aged man riding a flame warhorse approaching in mid-air not far away, Luo Fengai sarcastically commented on why an emperor would wander around instead of tending to the nation. However, after her remark, she found the surroundings unusually quiet. Ziruoyan and Zhong Yangming stared at her strangely. Luo Fengai, in her tsundere style, said, "I'm the demon emperor, not an emperor." Ziruoyan shook her head helplessly and commented that Luo Fengai, as an emperor, was the most unreliable. Just then, there was another disturbance in the distant space. A figure emerged, and it was none other than Zhou Tianji, the master of the Tianji Pavilion. Ziruoyan looked at the distant sky with a solemn expression. The gaze of the two men spewed anger. "A false imperial dynasty, responsible for the death of my two brothers, and the culprits are right in front of us," Zhou Tianji said with a grim expression. Luo Fengai squinted her eyes and slowly spoke. Feeling something was off. Both Dongfang Gaoxian and Zhou Tianji came personally. Ziruoyan looked at Luo Fengai and asked why it felt strange. If they came to the southern wasteland, their cultivation would be restricted. Zhong Yangming agreed with Luo Fengai's statement. According to Luo Fengai, Dongfang Gaoxian and Zhou Tianji must have other motives. Zhong Yangming speculated that their plan probably involved more than just the nation's fate. Ziruoyan, lost in thought, lowered her head and murmured softly, wondering what could make them so impatient. Just as Ziruoyan fell into contemplation, Zhong Yangming suddenly asked if the Empress could sense the Crown Prince. The Empress tried to sense and then shook her head, saying she could only sense the slave ring, not Xiaotian's location. Luo Fengai patted Ziruoyan's shoulder, reassuring her that as long as Xiaotian was safe, they could go find him. Zhong Yangming, after hearing this, looked a bit melancholic. Ziruoyan caught a glimpse and comforted him, saying not to worry. Xiaotian would be fine. Zhong Yangming sighed inwardly, thinking, "I'm not worried about Xiaotian, but if the Crown Prince were here, there would be no crisis at all."